Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, Ron here at AbleSys. Welcome to the webinar. We'll go over the charts and look at the signals, and boy, it's been a great 2 days. The last 2 days for day trading, intraday trading on the E-minis. Yesterday and today turned out really well, really nice. And it was so great to see all the feedback and emails from people who did very well, and it makes me feel good, that's for sure, because I take this very serious. And I know there's a lot of people out there who use the software and follow our lead, and that's why it's very important to me. So, and there's going to be bad days. I mean, you can count on that. It's for sure. And nobody knows when the big moves are going to come. I mean, you got to take all the trades. That's the thing. I mean, if you're serious about it, I mean, there was a lot of money to be made this week. But you got to be there. And you have to follow the guidelines we go by very strictly, because we know it works. And it's not like it's had a lucky year or a lucky week. I mean, it's many years. So, we've always, we keep on top of it. That's for sure. So, we'll take a look and see what you think. Okay, well, we got Snap here. This is a daily, weekly chart because a lot of people can't or don't want to intraday trade. That's perfectly fine. AbleTrend signals work just as well for longer term or for other markets. So this is Snap, and the point is it's always the same colors and dots, and it's always the same rules. So it really doesn't matter what chart we're looking at. I just want to show you what you should be looking for on your charts for whatever you like to trade. You don't need to trade what everybody else does, or I mean, there's no right or wrong. Of course, nobody knows before it happens or what's going to happen. That's why, you'll get a big day and then 2 big days in a row and then a losing day. I mean, you say, well, how do I avoid that? You can't, because you only know that after it happened. I mean, after it happened, well everybody knows then what the results are. I mean, it's not realistic. In the moment when you're trading real time, obviously nobody can see ahead. However, the AbleTrend signals are going to really put the odds greatly in our favor, and that's why it works so well. If you have the ability to put your emotions aside and strictly follow the the rules and guidelines and the signals that come up, that's the hard part, because it's the emotional part. But if you can put that aside, boy, you got a chance to do very well. So let's take a look and jump in here, and there's what we look for. There's triple confirmation, blue price bar, blue small dot, and a blue X. That means 3 different indicators and 2 different time frames all agree. Well, that's going to really put the odds in our favor, and especially for a daily, weekly chart, we just use the second lower row of small blue dots as our stop. When we're doing intraday trading, well, then we use the 3 green bars. We put our stop 1 point away for NQ, and I'll go over that in a minute. But for now, we'll keep it simple. Your stop would be there, almost stopped out there. And let's take worst case scenario and say you did, even though you didn't. Let's say you did. Well, actually, you know what you did, because your stop loss goes on the bottom of the blue bar. Just a couple pennies under the bottom of that blue bar. So yes, we actually were stopped out right there. That turned out to be maybe about a 20-cent loss on this one. But here's the key. You got some just absolutely textbook sweet spots right there. Any one of those blue bars you can take, because the price didn't go up yet. So as long as it's going sideways, it's okay to take that trade. Blue bar, blue dot, blue X. Maybe in at $6.30. Still in it today at over $10. That's crazy now. I mean, that's almost double. That's like an 80% gain, which is ridiculous, in a month. But if you're listening to, you're following the AbleTrend signals, and you took this trade on this day, which would look like this on that day, any one of these blue bars, there you go, right away. Light bulb goes over my head, sweet spot, blue bar, blue dot, blue X. If you missed it that day, you had another chance there to get even a little better prices, it turns out. You don't know that the day before, but as it turns out, yeah, if you're looking at it on that day. Here again, sweet spot, 617, you're in. Just home run ball from there. That's a home run. Stop would be right here now at 980. So the worst you can do is make like 50, 60% in a month. I mean, that's just crazy. That's a lot of money. But same rules, same color, same dots. This could be an E-mini chart. This could be a Forex chart. Doesn't matter. This could be Apple. Meaningless to AbleTrend. Bonds, it doesn't, again, it's all the same. Same colors, same guidelines, same rules. Everything's the same. You want triple confirmation before we get in, and you have to put stop losses in place. Greatly lowers your risk. You can only lose a small amount, and that's it. If you get stopped out, like over here, go right back in again on a sweet spot. That's what we look for. If you get out on us, if you're out of the trade, you only get back in on a sweet spot only. Let's take a look at NQ today. Today was a fun day. And yesterday was just as good. It was two back-to-back really good days. You don't get that often. And who knows tomorrow? I'd be surprised if it's 3 in a row, but I'm not going to predict. I'm just going to do what the software says. This was a tough one to pick up now, but you had to pick it up right at the open. You had to be watching that. There's your triple confirmation trade. It's just perfect. Stop loss goes 1 point below the bottom. This is NQ. Stop loss goes 1 point below the bottom of the blue bar. If you're trading ES, half a point. Because ES is half the price and it moves slower. So half a point. First trade of the day, I mean, that's about as good as it gets. Now, when the dots start to catch up, when the dots start going higher and you're above where your stop loss would be, which is right here at about 73.85, you put your stop loss on the second lower row of small blue dots. So, for example, when the price is right in this area here, there's your protection, there's your support dots, blocking it from going lower, your stop loss is there. Actually, we started the stop loss like here and then moving it higher and higher and higher. But again, always lag 2 levels of dots below the price. Not the first row of blue dots, the next step down lower. And of course, it's the opposite when you're going short. You put it at the second higher row of red dots. And if you're going short, you put your stop loss on the top of 1 point above the top of the first red bar that has triple confirmation. So we rode this one all the way up. I mean, this was nice. But we're stopped out here. There's your stop right there. And that would have been a stop out at 74.40, after getting in at about 7,400. That was a 40-point winner. $800 AbleTrend gave me, you, and everybody else if you follow the guidelines and the trades that AbleTrend recommended. No guesswork. You don't know this is going to happen before it does. So you can't guess. Well, I don't know if this one's going to be a good one. I wasn't there. Well, if you're serious, and that's okay if you're not, but if you're a serious AbleTrend trader, gave you $800 right there. There's your sweet spot to get right back in again. Triple confirmation. And a sweet spot is a pullback back down to the blue dots. And if it's within 1 point, and again, I'm strictly talking NQ now. If it's within 1 point, half a point for ES, well, then that's okay. So it goes back down, hits the blue dots 3 or 4 times. Now, when I'm watching this live, okay, we're stopped out right there. Now I'm thinking, sweet spot, because that's the only place you get back in. Or, of course, if you have triple confirmation red bar, red dot, red X, well, then obviously we're going to go short. But we're not even close to that. Strong uptrend, nothing but blue X is below on the 3-minute chart. You got 3-minute support there. I'm waiting for that blue bar. When's that blue bar coming in? Because that's my next move. There it is. Blue bar, I'm in. The close of that bar or the open of the next bar. Buy market. Market and I'm in. Buy market. So where do I put the stop? Well, 1 point below the bottom of the blue bar would be the place. Or really, sweet spot, we put it on the second lower row of small blue dots. But if it's more than 10 points for NQ, then we're going to put it on the 1 point below the bottom of the blue bar. 10 points for NQ, 3 points for ES. And also sweet spots, 60 minutes from the beginning of the day, from the beginning of the trend, which started, of course, at 9:30, which is when the market opens. We just made it here because it was like 10:25. But if it's more than 60 minutes after the beginning of the trend, those sweet spots, they're a little weak because the trend is weak. I mean, a 1 minute bar going straight up to 60 minutes, I'd be, we're going to pass on that. So we're going to pass on the sweet spots after 60 minutes. And of course, the no trade, the dead zone is 12:30 to 2. Now, that was actually a good trade today, decent trade during the dead zone. However, 9 out of 10 days, you saved money and you're glad you didn't. But as we're watching this, there's your third green bar in a row. So we're going to put the stop loss 1 point lower. It's going to be like right about there. Never hit it. All right, well, let's see what happens. Here's your third green bar in a row. Now we're going to move our stop loss a little closer. Never hit it again. So we're riding along. There's your third green bar. We finally hit it right there. 74.75. In at 52. You're looking at like 22 points times $20 a point. That's 440. I'll just take. I'm just making an even 400 because maybe slippage, commissions, whatever. 400. Now you say, well, am I getting in over here? No. I mean, this trend is going on for like almost 2 hours now. Ignore. Just leave it alone. We're not going to touch the sweet spots there. It's almost 2 hours. I mean, we said 60 minutes. You're at like 110 minutes. Let it go up. Who cares? I'm not touching it. 60 minutes, that's it. Now we're in the dead. No, we're not in the dead zone. We're in a no trade zone. Obvious trade right here. No, that's as obvious as it gets. And we're going to put the stop loss a little bit below. Right there is actually a little below, 1 point below the third green bar. And we might have been stopped out there, but either way, we're certainly out of there on the red bar, red dot. So 3 or 4 points on that trade. Small winner. Short here. No, it's dead zone is 12:20, 12:30. So no trade. These are all dead zone trades. Now, there was a good trade in the dead zone here, which is like right in. No, that would have been, if there wasn't the dead zone, that was about a break even. But turns out there was a good sweet spot trade there. Picked up about 5 or 6 points. I mean, no big deal. How many days did we save? Hundreds of dollars by not trading. Now, 2 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock, which is 11 Pacific. Okay, if I'm watching this live again, right here I'm going, okay, we're getting close to 2 o'clock. Let's see what happens. Oop, it hit the dots. That the price pullback hit the dots. So now I'm looking for a blue bar. I'm looking for a sweet spot. I'm looking for that blue bar because it's already tested support. This is sweet spot territory, but I can't take it before 2 o'clock because it's just the rules we go by. After a minute before, 2 minutes before, okay, fine. But it's not. Now we're at 2 o'clock right now. Again, I'm talking Eastern. Boom! There's that blue bar I'm looking for. Now, this is way more than 10 points from our stop loss. So we're just going to put that stop on the bottom of the blue bar. 1 point below the bottom of the blue bar. That'll stick. 1 point below the bottom of the blue bar because it was just more than 10. It was actually right at 10 points. So, got to be fair about that. Almost got stopped out on that one. Technically, we didn't. Stop up. There's your third green. There's your third green right there. So stop again, 1 point below. We're going to be out right there. But that one worked out really nice. I mean, we're looking at like 20 points right there. That's another $400. Today was just a ridiculously good day. 2 days in a row. Obvious trade right there. Loser. Started out great, turned around. Stop loss goes 1 point below. So we'd have been out right about in this area. We lost. I mean, we only lost 2 points, but that was a valid trade, and lost 2 points. It is what it is. And the same thing over here. We lost about 3 points. Let's even call it 4 because I like to exaggerate the losses. But remember, after you get a big move, almost always the market goes sideways. Sideways there. Again, when you scroll back and look at the whole gigantic move there, sideways for a little while. It's just the way it is. It's got to kind of digest it. It tends to go a little choppy. And then this is just all after hours. So here is the 4 o'clock New York close, which is 1 Pacific. But pretty good stuff here. I mean, actually really good stuff. you got to just stick with it. I mean, the other day, the first 3 trades of the day were losers, and I can't blame anybody for getting discouraged. I was too, but boom, you stuck with it. I mean, it was just like whew, home run after that. It just shot up. That was a really good sell signal then, and it just it was great. I mean, more than made up for the 3 losses. I mean, the software has paid for itself. Anybody on a trial now, the software has paid for itself just in the last couple of weeks. But take it slow, go easy. If you're trading 2 lots, I mean, I find, and Michael in the options moneymaker room agrees. After 5 points, take 1 off, and then just let the AbleTrend signal take you out from there. In the options moneymaker room, they trade the AbleTrend system just the way I'm showing it to you here. So it's a separate company, but they like and use AbleTrend. Great people there, really get along great with everybody there, especially Michael, who runs the room. And might be something you might want to check out if you're looking for a trading room that trades AbleTrend all day long. So good stuff going on there. Anything I can help you with, I'm here every day. I'm always happy to help in any way I can. And we always have a little discount for everyone. If you're on a trial before the trial finishes. So hope this helped. Good job, Michael Z. Hope this helped, and have a great night.